Good evening. What a great crowd. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight to celebrate the 41st anniversary of the Roe decision and the 45th anniversary of NARAL's work to protect freedom and support women. This may come as a surprise, but I'm often asked why, as a man, that I'm so engaged in this movement. Well, my first brush with NARAL was as a college freshman. A friend of mine organized a student conference here in Washington, D.C., and we needed a few copies made. A few copies, as in about 10,000 pages or so. And with very little budget to work with, we somehow ended up in the NARAL offices on a Saturday night at like 11 p.m. Looking back, I don't think it was a totally authorized visit. But it was a movement that worked together. That was my first exposure to NARAL, and I soon got involved with the campus chapter, and then I was recruited to the front lines of clinic protection as my clinics in Milwaukee, Wisconsin were under siege. Day after day, we stood linked arm in arm to protect women seeking reproductive care. And even then, it was clear that most of these women just wanted to see a doctor or a nurse. Very few of them were at these clinics to seek an abortion. But no matter why they were there, they were still assaulted, verbally and sometimes physically, just for seeking medical care. Since that first experience over the many years, I've met dozens of women who've shared with me their stories of hope and heartbreak. And for the last 13 years, I've served on NARAL boards at the state and national level. And my wife and I have grown ever more conscious of the need to protect our privacy and our reproductive freedom, and to ensure that our 4 children don't suffer from the intrusive nature of too many politicians. This movement, the pro-choice movement, is fundamental to my family's American experience, because we believe that every woman, my daughter included, deserves access to the care that she needs. Now, you know that anti-choice forces are obsessed with robbing women of their right to choose and their right to self-determination. So we here in the NARAL family, men and women alike, are more determined than ever to stand up for freedom, for privacy, and for choice. We're aware of the challenge in front of us. As we enter a new era of politics, a competitive digital age, we're working with a new generation of activists and leaders who were born, like me, after the Roe decision. So we're stepping up our game. And to meet the challenges of this era, we found a new leader 1 year ago who is helping us turn the tide. In her first year at the helm, we've made tremendous gains. We've achieved electoral wins in key races. We've expanded access to reproductive care 16 times in state legislatures, and we're building a growing and massive activist base. NARAL is on the move. As the pro-choice movement goes on offense, in my view, it's in great part, I think, due to the inexhaustible leadership of our president. She brings wisdom and strategy, experience and energy, inspiration, and a deep, deep dedication to the cause. Friends, it's my great honor to introduce the president of NARAL Pro-Choice America, Elise Hogue.